there's a lot of things in life that are going on. And a lot of times we can just get caught up in everything that's going on in life. We have a lot, maybe we decide to have families, maybe we decide to go a specific route in our career, maybe we decide to go down the business route, maybe we decide to, take our finances into our hands, maybe take our health into our hands and try to do better for ourselves, right? Improve ourselves. But a lot of times, I think we forget that we can relax and not be so serious. And the reason I say that is because a lot of times I've been around a lot of people that are extremely serious. I myself used to be very serious at times, and I realized that by doing this, no one is really enjoying themselves. No one enjoys. A lot of people, you hear about these statistics about a lot of people, they work at jobs they hate. It's some massive number, over 50% of people, hate going to work. And it kind of boggles my mind, right? If you really don't like working there, keep that job till you find something else. And continuously try to improve yourself and just make way to where a position where you are happy. That's essentially what I've done throughout my career, and found a place to where I am happy, right? I enjoy going to work. I enjoy doing all these other different things that I do. But the biggest thing is to realize that just not be so serious. Everything can be gone in a blink of an eye. And there's a lot of different things that have gone in my life that really caused me to adjust this perspective and realize that, don't think that you'll have tomorrow. Don't think that you'll have next week. Yes, I think you do need to plan. You do need to do all these other different things. But ultimately, you don't want to go into a day thinking you have this abundance of time that you can just essentially throw time away. You should be able to enjoy your day. You should be able to do those things that you want to do no matter what happens in your life. You should be able to choose to do those things you want to do, right? This is why we live our lives, right? This is why we try to be happy, is to do those things that we want to do. And if you're living a life where you're not happy or can't find something positive about what's going on in your day, maybe you should actually look and come up with a list of probably 5-10 things that you actually are grateful for in your day, and reiterate those things every single day, right? It doesn't have to be the same list. It could be just different things. Maybe you're happy the sun came up today as opposed to yesterday, because yesterday it rained all day and you don't really like that much. But ultimately, I've realized that you really have to be playful. You have to enjoy life. And when you start going to work and you see a lot of people, 8, 9, 10 out of people you work with, right? Everybody seems so miserable about what they're doing. And yeah, a lot of things are monotonous. A lot of things aren't the greatest of things, but it's how you make it, right? It's how you make the situation you're in. And by playing this game, right? Life is a game. If you can think of it in that terms, okay, well, I'm going to do this. If it doesn't work out, that's great. If it does, that's phenomenal, right? It really makes no difference to me. I'm going to go after things and try to achieve those things that I want to do, but I'm not going to break myself down or beat myself up. I myself have done that way too many times to realize that doesn't actually benefit you, right? You're not living your life. You're not enjoying your life because you feel, hey, I failed at this thing, so life is just miserable, and it's always going to be these multitude of different failures. Maybe you've had a lot of failures. I know I've had a lot of failures, and the biggest thing is just to not take everything so serious and so personal. And it's taken me a long time to figure that out, right? I've always tried to go and be a person that tries to break the ice, because I know, especially when you start, you're introduced into any new groups, and perhaps these groups, need to go out and accomplish something together. Everybody's always awkward. Everybody's always not really understanding what to do. Nobody wants to take the lead and all these other different things. People are worried about failure. They're worried about all these different things. Thoughts are going through their heads. And it's just breaking the ice, and laughing and be like, you know what? It is what it is. Why are we beating ourselves up? Why do we think this thing is so bad? Whatever it is. And it's probably just something little. A lot of times we take those little things and we blow them out of proportion, and we're so worried about the minute details that when in all reality, none of that stuff even matters. Because a lot of times, especially like if you're in that group forum kind of idea, a lot of people, don't want to be judged, so they won't say something, they won't do something because of the fact that they're scared someone will judge them. But a lot of people will be quick to judge on what the other person is doing, but yet those people won't take that step. But ultimately, I just think you really have to not just be serious, and it takes work. It's easy to say that, because I find if you can make things more enjoyable by laughing and just talking about things in general, whatever you can do, right, to perhaps crack a joke, crack a smile, right? Because a lot of people, most of the people are unaware that they don't smile like all day, right? And maybe they hear something funny, but you don't take the effort to try to make themselves smile. So if you can do that, it takes 2 seconds, right? And crack a silly or really dumb joke, right? It really doesn't matter. I mean, as long as that person, people understand that you're just trying to lighten the mood. And that's all that really matters, because things are too serious, and we see a lot of things that are very serious around us, right? You can turn on the news and see tons of serious different things, and ultimately, that gets ingrained in us, and we think that that's how the whole world is just this world of a bunch of serious things where you have to be serious to survive, and you can't, show emotion, you can't show anything, and you're just supposed to be, emotionless and go after those goals and do all these things and go on this journey of all these hardships that you have to tackle, and then not enjoy your journey and just be upset that you made it. But again, understand that you are grateful for making it and all the hard work you put in. And it seems exhausting when you talk about being so serious about stuff. And I myself, I've always tried to lighten the mood. I've always tried to just make the best of the moment. And a lot of times those moments aren't good, or they don't seem to be good, but you can make them good. You can make them better than what they are. And it's all about how you look at it, all about the perspective, about trying to stay positive about everything that's going on in life. And again, I myself wasn't always that way. I went through different phases to where I was that way a little bit, and then I went to other phases where, it was me against the world kind of thing, and I was just nothing but serious. And because I got burnt, right? I got burnt too many times about people, judging about every little thing that I did. And even to this day, I know people still judge me and what I do, but it doesn't matter, because ultimately, I'm enjoying myself. If they can see me enjoying myself, maybe they take the initiative to enjoy themselves and do something to make their lives better. And so I think ultimately what you have to do is take a look at yourself and crack a smile, right? And it's not even, you don't even have to think about anything funny. You don't even have to listen to anything funny, although those things help. I think ultimately you could just smile. And then for no reason at all, apparently you just start feeling better, because of the fact that you're not taking things still so hard, you're not taking things so serious, that you are trying to enjoy the moment. And a lot of times, even around a lot of the people I'm around, right, I may make goofy faces because maybe I don't know what exactly to say, but a lot of times just gestures and your body language, right, it helps you, it helps them, it helps people around you realize that, hey, I'm just here to enjoy the time with you. I'm here to just enjoy life, right? And if I can share a little piece of that with you, because I have to spend part of my day with you, whatever that is, whether that's a relationship, whether that's, your job, whatever the case is, it's always best to just enjoy the best of what you have and do it that way, and realize that life is a lot better. Life gets better. It's not so hard. You don't feel so alone when you are that kind of person that doesn't take it so serious, because those dark times, when they do come, you'll make it through and you'll be okay. And those light times, those good times, when they come, we really enjoy those times, but realize that, it all comes in cycles. And if you can be try to think of everything as just being the best day, the best moment. Right now, no matter how bad it is, say to yourself, it's the best moment. This is the best. And then just think positive thoughts. Not be so serious. You know, it'll get you through any hard time you may have in your life. And sometimes, believe me, sometimes you really have to reiterate that many, many times in your head. You really have to smile, you really have to try, you really have to look really hard sometimes to find positive in specific events. But if you can just do that, life becomes a lot easier. Life becomes a point to where, you know, people like having you around because you are a positive light. You like being around you because of the fact that you are always trying to find the positive in something. No matter how dark, no matter, you know, what the situation is, you're going to make it work. You're going to do it with a smile on your face. You're going to realize that, man, I don't have to be so serious all the time because I don't like being so serious. And that's ultimately what it is being your best self by being happy, making the effort to find some kind of positivity about what's going on, finding and doing it with a smile, just enjoying your day. So remember, if you get something out of this video, to share it with someone out there who may actually get benefit out of this video as well. And remember to hit the like button if you do enjoy this video, so it can get out there and help other people become not so serious and perhaps smile a little bit more and enjoy life a little bit more. But until next time, I will see you guys later.